everybody? It's boy, I'm not sure I remember how to even do one of these. It's your host, Road Rage Randy, episode 18, lads. I have been through a lot, so I know you guys are aware that I had my podcast about how I was dying, right? And it appears it is not the case. So I felt like crap. I went to, oh boy, I don't even know if I should start out with this. Maybe we should start about something else. But we're just jumping right into things. I mean, this podcast started as a way for me to just ramble on about a bunch of useless stuff, and now it's turning into Randy's medical diary, because I seem to be dying. But I don't know, I feel pretty good right now, and I think a lot of that is because of what I went through in the past couple of days. So what you guys are aware of is I started off, oh Jesus, car coming in front of me. Alright, so it was kind of like a headache. Maybe occasionally it would hurt more than it should. I don't know, it didn't seem right. And then it became my eyes. I was straining my eyes. So I went to the doctor and I had gotten a physical done, because I figured if something was wrong, he'd order a full physical anyways, so that he can see what the heck's going on with the body, right? So he found nothing, kind of brushed off the headache. About 2 days later, I get another headache, which is absolutely killing me. My eyes are killing me. I had some, like, wouldn't necessarily call it visuals, but like I couldn't focus on anything. It was like just like, I don't know, bouncy maybe. Everything I saw, it appeared to bounce. I don't know if that's the right term, but it was hard for me to describe, and that's why I hate going to the doctor, because I can't put it into words. I know what I'm experiencing, but putting it into words is difficult. So essentially, I wanted to see the eye doctor before I end up making a regular appointment, because I want to see the eye doctor before I make an appointment with my regular doctor, just so I can tell him, hey, I've been to the eye doctor, he thinks I'm healthy, and let's go from there, right? So essentially, I wake up, I make the appointment for a Monday. I cancel my doctor's appointment. I get my eye exam in. Well, I scheduled the eye exam Monday, 10 o'clock, which is a whole different story. I mean, what the hell? I schedule a 10 a.m. appointment, right? The people don't even open until 10 a.m. Like, so I get a 10 a.m. appointment. That's at least like a 10:30. You can't tell me that I schedule a 10 o'clock appointment, you're getting me in the second I walk through that door. No, it's not happening. I have a bunch of forms to fill out anyway, so like, 10:30 rolls around. I go through the stuff with the, I don't even know what to call her. For the purposes of me not having a dictionary and not wanting to use my phone to Google while I drive, we're just going to call her a nurse. So the nurse lady, pretty good looking by the way, but she takes me into this room. Normally you'd expect something to happen with a sexy male like myself and a sexy lady like her alone in a room, but no. We're all business. We're looking to get the eyes checked, nothing else, right? So I go in there. She does, like depth perception. She does like a colorblind test. She glaucoma test, blowing air in my eye and whatnot, and like everything goes swell, right? And she's like, well, I've been getting headaches, and I figured I'd get my eyes checked before I go back to my regular doctor, right? And she's like, yeah. So we finish up. She takes me into the exam room, and she's like, all right, the doctor will be right with you. And I haven't been to the eye doctor in like 3 years, so I don't know who this guy is. But let me tell you, I like the guy. The reason I like the guy, he's straightforward. He's like, all right, why don't you tell me what... the patrol. Patrolling. They hating. I'm not hating, buddy. You a beast. And a state patrol. Man, there's some hardcore security going around here. Hopefully none of them pull over Road Rage Randy. We're going the speed limit anyways. We got nothing to worry about. So, essentially, he gets in there. We're talking, and I tell him I'm here because of getting headaches, and he asks about them. He's like, where have you been getting these headaches, and what do they look like? He's straightforward, dude. I like it. I told him, hey, last Monday I got a migraine. He's like, how do you know it was a migraine? Who told you it was a migraine? I'm like, I guess I was self-diagnosed. He's like, all right. So, I mean, like, that's how that guy rolls. He just getting to the bottom of things, straightforward. And then I don't remember much after that, because I'm sitting there in the chair. I passed out. I don't remember anything after that point, or before. I don't remember. All I remember is me describing. He telling me all about how the migraine or whatever. I'm like self-diagnosed. He's like, all right. So yeah, I pass out. And then I'm coming back, right? So if any of you have ever passed out, I don't know if this is like to everybody, but for me at least, when I was coming back, I just, everything was blurry. I couldn't see, and I was kind of half-assed speaking to the guy, right? So I kind of wake up, but I'm sorry, I'm kind of experiencing visual problems right now. And he goes, yeah, I bet you just passed out. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, you hot right now? You a little clammy? He's like, yeah. He's like, how are you feeling right now? I'm like, I'm feeling better. He's like, you're white as a ghost. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to the hospital today or something. He gets me water. I will say they took very good care of me. His nurse and him, they took very good care of me. They got my regular doctor on the call. They're like, will you see him today? And so I told my parents. They picked me up. They brought me to the real doctor, or I shouldn't say real doctor, but like my general family care doctor, right? That man. They bring me there, and they ask me questions and whatnot, like what's going on, what are you feeling, and pretty much trying to get to the bottom of it. And I pretty much told him, look, I feel like there's something wrong in my head. I couldn't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. And he's like, that's fine. That's fine. Well, we can get an MRI. So we go get an MRI done. Man, let me tell you, my doctor, he prepped me. He's like, listen, man, this is what's going to happen for an MRI. You ever have one? I'm like, nah, dude. He's like, all right, you go into this tight machine, claustrophobia, if that's an issue or whatever. I'm like, nah, not a problem at all. But, passing out wasn't a problem either, but now apparently that's a fucking problem. So, this was like, 3 days ago? Yeah, 3 days ago. So I get an MRI done the following day. Let me tell you, absolutely great. I get free MRIs because my insurance is amazing, right? I get on a 3-way call with the person who's in charge of scheduling my MRI in the MRI place, and like, just make sure you remind them it's free because they're with us. I'm like, yeah, no problem. We good. So I show up. I roll in Monday noon with my mother because I don't know. I didn't want to bring anyone. I figured I could drive myself, and then my parents are all like, man, my parents are just so worrisome, and my mom keeps asking me questions like she's a doctor, and I'm like, you're not a doctor. Why does it concern you? stuff like that, right? And she's like, can I be there? And I'm like, it's not necessary. And she's like, and then my dad's like, we don't think you should drive. Let's have someone bring you. I'm like, really? All right, fine. She can come. She wants to come, she can come. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. So I go with my mom rolling in with me, get all the paperwork taken care of. Again, another hot radiologist, MRI tech, whatever. She's good looking, all right? We go into a room together. Again, it's all business. We're all business here. We got, I do have something to tell you guys about a female, but not. We're speaking about doctors right now, all right? So we're speaking about doctors, and got itch in my ear that. All right. Anyways, so we rolling through. I don't even know what I'm talking about. We're rolling through downtown right now, but anyways, so she asked me questions. She explains the MRI. Right? Oh, I was going on about how my doctor prepped me. Right? He's saying, oh, you're going to be in a very tight area. You know, just close your eyes, stay still. They might put some music on or something. Anyways, one of my friends texts me, and I tell him, I can't wait for tomorrow. My doctor told me to be in my happy place. So I'm going to be inline skating down the open road, listening to Avril Lavigne with some half-naked Russian girls on the side of the road. Like, is that not living the dream? Like, that is a happy place. That is my happy place. I don't give a fuck if I've never experienced it. Can you imagine that kind of a happy place? Just these Russian girls in like bikinis saying "Привет, hello, my name is Olga, hello." What? That would be amazing. Just roller skating down, listening to Avril Lavigne. Anyways, but I didn't know I could actually listen to music. So the text like, I got Pandora. What do you want to listen to? I'm like, fuck it. Let's listen to some Avril Lavigne. Nah, I didn't listen to Avril Lavigne. I wish I did, but the way I figured was I might get too into it. I might pop a dance move in the middle of the MRI machine and mess up the whole scan. So I just said I don't really mind. Put on whatever. She's like, country? I'm like, yeah, sure. Just leave it on country. It doesn't matter to me. So I listened to country. I figured if it's crappy music, I'd force myself to stay still. So that's what happened. I stayed still. But then I got the results back today, and let me tell you, I couldn't understand a freaking word. Like I understood a whole maybe 10% of the words that this radiologist who was in charge of the examination. Listen, I understand it's for my doctor to interpret, but why don't you just like write a side note like this is what this means and whatnot. So essentially, I have no bleeding, I have no tumor, but I have some increased signal in the left side of my brain that is not present in the T2, which is a different image. So there's like a T1, a T2, and a flare, something like that, right? 3 images, and in the flare there's increased signal, but in the T2 there isn't. So he thinks I might have moved. So pretty much he ordered a follow-up in a month or something so that they can compare, right? But I don't know. Like I don't know if I feel great. I don't know if I feel good. I just went through 2 weeks of feeling like shit. My eyes don't hurt. I'm not having any visuals. Does my head hurt? No, I don't think so. I don't think it hurts right now. I can't explain it. And that's what's irritating. Like I feel like I'm healthy right now. I mean, the MRI said I'm healthy. So we'll give it a month's time, get another MRI done, and see if they can find anything in comparison. But as of right now, we're not going to be experiencing a trip through the hearse with driving with Randy, or with Road Rage Randy. Did I just refer to myself as what the podcast name is? I'm Road Rage Randy. So yeah, that's essentially the update on my health. I've been I kind of talked a little quick. I feel like, so I know on the podcasting apps, like you can listen in like 2 times speed, 1.5. I might talk a little fast for that. So you might have to listen in 0.5 in order to fully comprehend what I'm saying. I know for me to understand my doctor, I have to think about him in 0.5 because that man will just, I don't understand what you're saying, buddy. Listen, I'm a high school graduate. That's all I've got in me. But something else I forgot to mention, when I left the eye doctor, I called my mom and I was bawling my eyes out. I was crying because I was fucking scared. I didn't know if I had a tumor, if I was dying. I didn't know what was going on. Like, I was scared. And I'm bawling my eyes out to my mom. She's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No, I'm fucking scared." And I'm pretty sure I said it exactly. I'm pretty dang sure I said, "No, I'm fucking scared." And listen, my parents, swearing doesn't really roll with them, but she ignored it. I think she understood that, I was having some severe medical issue and I was scared of what was going to happen. Especially because I'm used to being pretty healthy. So I don't know if I have some kind of terrible infection. I feel like they'd be able to tell that from the MRI too. Like, it might be a neurological disease. I might just be retarded. I don't know. It's only time will tell. But as of right now, I can drive. Because of this whole situation, I had to cancel a date. You guys remember when I said I got a message on that night from that girl that I asked at KFC, right? Well, I asked her, or we were talking, and I'm like, I was at a burger place, right, eating them good burgers, and she's like, "Why didn't I get an invite?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I go with work people. Do you want to go get a burger sometime?" She's like, "I'd like that." I'm like, "All right, Saturday, 1 p.m. You down? Burger. Be there. Don't be late." She's like, "That sounds good to me." And then I pass out at the eye doctor and I message her right away, prematurely, I'm bawling my eyes out, just got off the phone with my mom, and I'm like, Emma, I'm not able to go get a burger. I just passed out. I'm headed to the hospital. And she's like, "Oh shit, I hope you're all right." I'm like, "I do too. I really do too." But yeah, so I kind of canceled our date. So there's that. You finally get a girl to agree to go on a date, a good-looking girl at that, and then I cancel. Jeez, man. I'm going to send her a message right after the podcast, and you know what? I should actually send her this podcast when it's released. Shout out to you, Emma. Maybe we got a burger because I really have to record this because I only have 4 episodes in the bank, and if I continue having medical issues, I'm not able to record, and I really want to stick to this schedule because I am trying to pump these podcasts out twice a week. Consistency is key. Quality is key too, but consistency is key because all it takes is one freaking good podcast to blow up. If I pass out while I'm driving right now, boom, this podcast blows up. We get triple the views that we normally get, so 30 instead of 10. But anyways, yeah, I might send this to Emma. Maybe we already went to get a burger or something, and I got the perfect line, man, I'm going to use on it. I'm going to be like, "Emma, first things first, because I never met her before. It was off the Bumble, so I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to be awkward in front of someone new. I'm just gonna be like, "Emma, listen, I'm sorry I canceled all of a sudden. I just want to let you know. I don't care if you say fuck you and you walk out. This is on me. All right, I'll pay for it. You know that whole thing. It's on me. Because now I'm really just kind of on the you only live once, you can die at any moment, and just spend all your money. That's the life I'm living right now. I still don't know if I'm right in the head, though. I mean, you could ask like my coworkers, my friends, my family if I'm right in the head, and they'll have different interpretation, but I mean like medical wise, not psychological wise, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I did a lot of talking today, but I feel like it was very important. But so essentially, I have a couple more topics that I want to talk about, but I'm going to be home soon. So we'll have to save those for episode 19. And I really want to get a guest on here. So I know someone who we have planned, but he understands that medical issues and whatnot. So we'll kind of see where this week takes me. And yeah, I mean, I'm alive. You guys got a couple more episodes. Hopefully I got a couple more episodes in me. You know, my mother texted me yesterday at work because it was my first time driving since I passed out. She's like, did you get there okay? I'm like, well, did you hear from the coroner? I mean, it's a pretty good thing to say, right? Well, you didn't hear from the guy that would have to pronounce me dead, so yeah, I must have made it. I don't know. I think the best... I'm going to leave you guys on a positive note here. So I think the best thing is, even given the tragic situation, I was still making jokes about it. I'm still... You know, I'm trying to be as positive as possible because we got no room for negativity in this world. I like this, man. I'm leaving every podcast positive, but I just there's no room for negativity in this world. Even if you're going through some shit, I went through some stuff, and it sucks. It really sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm alive, and I'm grateful for everything and everybody I have in my life. I'll tell you, I had an outpour of people when they found out reach out to me and just say, you know, give me their best wishes, which is, you know, that's awesome. I have people from all around telling me. None of the people from the podcast. Maybe some of the people from the podcast. This random girl followed me on Twitter. Her name is Kate. It's either Kat or Kate. It might be Kate. S. No mutual followings. No mutual... I don't know how she found me, but I followed her back because maybe she's here from the podcast. Don't be shy, Kate. If that's you, feel free to message me. I'd love to hear your feedback about this. But anyways, we're going to leave on that positive note. Just be positive even when things get rough, and things certainly do get better. They do. At least I hope so, because I feel better, but I don't know if I feel better. Anyways, you guys understand the positive message. Thank you guys very much for tuning in today. Make sure you drop a rating on iTunes. Probably not 5 stars as usual, because this is clearly like a 3 or 4 star podcast, but I don't know, we still got like 5 reviews on iTunes that are like 5 stars, so I mean, I must be doing something right. But yeah, drop a review on iTunes. Follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Thoughts by Randy. THOUGHTBYRANDY. That's me. Look for me. My name is Volstock. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to Driving with Randy. Peace.